Next time you are feeling sluggish or simply can't muster any energy throughout your day, I'm going to give you three places to start. These small and simple habits can be incorporated into your daily routine and will help provide you with that boost of energy we all need sometimes.
Are you ready to stop the chaos, the stress, the overwhelm that's filling your life? I'm Renee Matt, and together you and I are going to build simple routines that are going to change your life. When you put these habits into practice, you're going to be able to organize your life in a way where you can be there for your family, pay off your debt, save money, your house can stay organized, you don't have to stress about what's for dinner, and you still get time for yourself. So without further ado, let's get started. Welcome to the Routine Advantage Podcast.
I wanted to do this episode because sometimes when we're in that mode of feeling really exhausted or we just don't have the energy that we need to go throughout our day or build the routines or pull these habits into our life, sometimes we just need to be told what to do because it's overwhelming to even try to figure out where to even begin. So, next time you need a little boost or you need somebody to tell you where to begin, I'm going to give you three small, simple habits that you can start building into your day. Now, you can do one of these at a time. You can take all three and you can plug them in. You can build them and stack them with a routine that maybe you already have or a habit that you already have and pair them together so it's easier to remember. Or you can do them on their own. You're going to have to decide what works best for you in that sense, but I can give you the three places to start. So, number one, the first healthy habit to build into your daily routine is going to be a morning walk. And if you're feeling sluggish, getting up and going for a walk in the morning is probably not going to sound that great. And it's not going to sound very enticing. But I guarantee you, if you get up and you lace up your shoes and you get outside and you start breathing that fresh air and you get your body moving right away in the morning, maybe you're even doing it while the sun is coming up, you're going to feel so much better. And it doesn't have to be this huge, 1 hour, like, uh, power walk. I can't think of my words. It doesn't have to be this stressful, strenuous power walk that is gonna, take all this time and you come back just sweating and tired or whatever you're thinking it needs to be. You can literally go outside and take a 5-minute walk if you need to. 10 to 20 minutes would be ideal is what I would recommend. That's probably going to at least get you moving and wake you up and give you a little that boost of energy. But if you can get outside for 10 minutes, that's better than nothing. Even if you can get outside for 5 minutes and just walk around, get your blood flowing, get some of that fresh air right away in the morning, let the sun shine and just wake yourself up, it's going to feel so much better. So I want you to do that for yourself. Not for anybody else, but do it for yourself. And even if it doesn't feel great, just do it anyway. You deserve to have that boost of energy right away in the morning, and that is going to help you do that. So, that is the number one thing that I would like you to start with if you need to be told what to do. Number two, the second thing would be to make sure you are drinking a glass of water right away in the morning and make sure you drink a big glass of water before each meal. And the reason I say this is if you are not staying hydrated, then we're going to feel worse. And so if you're feeling sluggish, there's a good chance that you probably are a little dehydrated. And most of us do not drink enough water. I talk to people about their water consumption. Like my husband and I, we do drink a lot of water. That is one habit that we have. And if I start feeling sluggish, it's because I am distracted and I find that I'm not drinking as much water and I have to up my game again because as soon as I start drinking more water, I start feeling better. So that is a huge one. And so many people do not drink enough water. So if you're not drinking the amount of water that you should be, and I believe it's recommended, like I'm not a nutritionist or anything like that. So, take it with a grain of salt. But as a general rule, I think it's half your body weight in ounces is the daily intake goal that you should have. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be consuming 75 ounces of water because that is half of 150. So that is what is ideal for you to have as a water goal, to be drinking water. But if you need a place to start because that sounds overwhelming, to drink your half of your body weight in ounces, then just start with the glass of water in the morning and make sure you have a nice big glass before each meal. And that will help you get that water throughout the day. And it'll be at least a start, even if it's not getting you to the point that you need to, it'll at least get you started. And then you're going to realize how good you feel when you start drinking more water. And then you can hopefully up your goal and actually reach the goal as the general rule. So that will make a big difference. The number three, the third thing is to give yourself no screen time at some point in the day. And this one can be really hard because a lot of us look at it and it's like, well, I have plenty of no screen time. Like, I'm not addicted to screens. Like, I'm fine. I'm not on my phone all day. But really think through your day and think through how many screens you actually are spending time on. Because it's not just your phone, it's also the computer, it's your work computer, it's your home computer, it is the TV, it's tablets. Maybe you're reading on tablets. Like, anytime you put a screen in front of you, it's screen time. So make sure that you are giving yourself time throughout the day that has no screens and no distractions, no sounds. Just give yourself some silence, even because so many of us have something going on all the time that when we have silence, it actually is really uncomfortable because then you have your own thoughts to deal with and you feel like you need to fill the void. So you put on a podcast or some music, or you start talking to somebody, or you pick up your phone and you start scrolling because you need something to do at that time. And it's really uncomfortable to just be bored and not do anything. So I'm not saying don't do anything. Like, a lot of people are probably going to be like, I don't have time to just do nothing. So I'm not necessarily saying that you need to take time to do nothing, but I do think that you need to make sure that you are intentionally spending time away from screens. So if you are feeling sluggish, this is a big one, that we might just be overwhelmed with screen time. So if you can take time, set a goal for yourself of how much time you want to dedicate where you are not touching a screen, or it's you're staying away from the screens, and then set a timer and do not go back to screens until that timer goes off. So maybe it's locking your phone, maybe it's putting it somewhere else, it's turning off your TV, it's doing something else, and you set your timer. So maybe it's 30 minutes if you're really on screens all the time, but maybe you are somebody that can actually go, a good portion of the day. Maybe you can actually go until, noon before you check your phone and respond to messages. Or maybe you have that time in the morning where maybe from 9 to 9:30 you check your phone, respond to everything, get back to everybody, and then you put your phone away again until you get done with work at the end of the day. You give yourself a portion of time to be on your phone, and then a certain amount of time to be, on the or watching TV, and then you separate from the phone. You can do it however you want to do. That's not what I do. Like, mine's not as strict. Like, I am on screens a lot, and that's why I notice how big of a difference it makes, because when I separate myself from my screen time, I feel so much better. So it's just kind of the nature of the beast now at this point. It's like we live in a society and in a world that screens are so prevalent. Like, we have our computers for work that we're on all day long. We have our phones that when we're in the line at the grocery store, or when we're sitting on the couch and watching TV, we're also scrolling on our phones, or you're sitting on your laptop. Like, I have made a point where I don't bring my laptop to the couch anymore. I haven't done that for several years. Like, every once in a while, in a very, very rare circumstance, I'll bring my computer down, but it's usually very intentional when I do that. But it used to be where I would just bring my laptop down and watch TV while I was working on my laptop, while I was trying to talk to my husband. And it was just like so much. And I realized that when I separated myself and I dedicated specific time for my work on my laptop for my business, I was able to get more focused work done because I actually blocked out that time on my calendar, and that was my work time, and when that was over, I closed my laptop and then I went and spent time with my husband, and it made such a big difference. Like, I can't imagine going back to that because I can just feel how stressful that was when I was trying to do so many things at once. You just can't multitask like that well. It's very overstimulating and it just makes your brain bounce back and forth and you get overwhelmed very quickly and you just start to burn out. And nobody wants that. So this is something that we can put into place that is going to help to reduce that overwhelm and that sluggish feeling, because when we can separate from our screens, we can actually start to use our brains more, and it freshens the day. And when you combine it with also doing the walk and having hydration throughout the day, you're going to feel so much better. So even if it's just setting a timer to have 30 minutes of no screens during the day, that's going to make a bigger difference than doing nothing at all. So I encourage you to at least try and be really honest with yourself about how often you are actually around screens. And you might be surprised. Maybe you're really good about staying away from screens, and that's amazing. Maybe you don't need this particular habit because you already have this habit in place, and that's great. But most of us are probably going to want to put something into place for this one to start separating ourselves from those screens, to give ourselves a break. And you're going to find that you feel a lot better when you can start to plug that time in away from screens. So, I will recap those for you if you want me to go back through the 3 healthy habits to build into your daily routine. And this is just when you need somebody to tell you what to do, this is where you can start. Is number 1, carve out time for a morning walk. Just get outside, get the fresh air, get your body moving, and you're going to feel so much better, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Number 2 is to drink a glass of water right away in the morning and before each meal. And if you can, once you're used to that, make it a goal to actually drink half of your body weight in ounces each day, and you're going to feel so much better. And then number 3 is to give yourself some no screen time and set a timer if you need to, but set your own goal, what works best for you, what you want to do, and then start building that into your day. And all 3 of these, when you stack them up, they're going to make you feel so much better. And hopefully, you won't feel as sluggish. You'll build more energy into your day. You're going to feel so much better, and you're going to be able to start tackling a lot more things that come at you.
Did you love that episode or learn something useful? If so, would you do me a huge favor? My goal is to grow this podcast and help as many women as I can break free from the overwhelm so they can truly enjoy their life. The best way for me to do this is for you to leave a 5-star written review on your podcast app and to share this episode with a friend or in your Instagram stories. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next episode. Take care.